Never be afraid to sit a while and think. Though it be a thrilling and marvelous thing to be merely young and gifted in such times, it is doubly so, doubly dynamic to be young, gifted, and black. I care. I care about it all. It takes too much energy not to care. One cannot live with sighted eyes and feeling heart and not know and read of the miseries which affect the world. There is always something left to love, and if you haven't learned that, you ain't learned nothing. I believe that one of the most sound ideas in dramatic writing is that in order to create the universal, you must pay very great attention to the specific. Universality, I think, emerges from truthful identity of what is. Negroes must concern themselves with every single means of struggle, legal, illegal, passive, active, violent, and non-violent. They must harass, debate, petition, boycott, sing hymns, pray on steps, and shoot from their windows when the racists come cruising through their communities. The acceptance of our condition is the only form of extremism which discredits us before our children. A woman who is willing to be herself and pursue her own potential runs not so much the risk of loneliness as the challenge of exposure to more interesting men and people in general. The thing that makes you exceptional, if you are at all, is inevitably that which must also make you lonely. I wish to live because life has within it that which is good, that which is beautiful, and that which is love. Therefore, since I have known all of these things, I have found them to be reason enough, and I wish to live. I think that the human race does command its own destiny, and that that destiny can eventually embrace the stars. This is one of the glories of man, the inventiveness of the human mind and the human spirit. Whenever life doesn't seem to give an answer, we create one. Obviously, the most oppressed of any oppressed group will be its women. Sometimes I can see the future stretched out in front of me, just as plain as day, the future hanging over there at the edge of my days, just waiting for me. Once upon a time, freedom used to be life, now it's money. I guess the world really do change. Seems like God don't see fit to give the black man nothing but dreams, but he did give us children to make them dreams seem worthwhile. I look at you and I see the final triumph of stupidity in the world. A status not freely chosen or entered into by an individual or a group is necessarily one of oppression, and the oppressed are, by their nature, i.e., oppressed, forever in ferment and agitation against their condition and what they understand to be their oppressors. There may be women to emerge who will be able to formulate a new and possible concept that homosexual persecution and condemnation has at its roots not only social ignorance, but a philosophically active, anti-feminist dogma. It is difficult for the American mind to adjust to the realization that the Reds and the Scarlets were as much monsters as the keepers of Buchenwald. They just dressed more attractively. That's what being eccentric means. Being natural.